Hello, everybody. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Welcome back. It's been a while since we have streamed, period. Just been busy with work. But hopefully, everybody's doing okay. We got Wolf in the chat. How's it going, my friend? And Tara. Hi. Hi, Tara. So, now that they're waiting in the lobby, I'm going to go ahead and bring the guys in. So that we can go ahead and talk. Hey, how's it going, Ash? How's it going? Welcome to our little podcast. I'm going to go ahead and bring these guys in so we can talk. Breaker. I think they're paused. They're muted. Let me make sure that my settings are fine, and they are fine. While we wait, let's turn on this Spotify type thing going on. Reduce the volume a bit. Finally, you listen. Hello? Finally, you listen. Oh. I think she's fine. Look at the chat. Is everything okay? Okay. Alrighty. So, for everybody who don't know who that voice is, that is Stone Family 64, Matty Ice of the Stone Family 64, and we have a special guest tonight. You guys would know him as Mark or Marl Explorers. Go on, if you're here, go ahead and say hi. Your one moment has passed. Hi. Hello. Hi. Say hi to the world. Everybody can hear you. You can't hear them. That is something else. Okay, hold up. Apparently not. Let me fix that. I think you guys should be able to hear them now. All right, now go ahead and say hi.
Hello, world.
Hello, world. I love that.
Marlex Star.
All right, you guys should be able to hear them fine now because I see the meter moving, and you guys should be able to hear me fine as well because I see that meter moving. So, we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit on, we were going to talk about draft leagues, but we're just going to go ahead and single it off for the EBL. And we have the commissioner here as well. We got Raphael in the chat too. Morning, everybody. And Wolf says he can now hear you guys. Awesome. So, Mr. Matt.
Hi.
As the commissioner, let's go ahead and have you start off of your beloved creation.
Sorry, if you hear laughter in the back, we have been drinking at the Stone family house, so I will.
You're breaking up again.
You know, I'm honest with y'all. We have been drinking at the Stone family house, so if you hear laughter in the background, Dora is happy. The EBL is something that I started with the family, Stone family, the kids, and Tara, and I wanted to bring it to YouTube and have it with some really good friends of mine, which is why we have now extended an invitation to Marlex here, Mark, and we've had Guanako in here for a while. So definitely excited to have all of you in the EBL, and obviously my beautiful, lovely wife. And we just had our fourth draft for the Elite Battle League, so I can't wait to have the announcement video go up with everything that the coaches have drafted this season.
Yes. So, fourth season of the EBL. We're going to talk a little bit about it. I guess we could talk about the draft, right?
I'm cool with talking about the draft. Me and you are the only ones who are going to know anything about it, so
Well, I mean, are the others okay with that? I mean, I guess we could talk about ours. I don't know how that how that works out.
Well, I don't care what the others think
Oh,
about
okay.
us talking about the answer, but I meant Tara and Mark here who are laughing in the background.
Okay. Pardon me,
Marshall.
Matt, but wasn't Ollie's birthday yesterday?
No.
Well,
Thursday.
There's-
Ollie's birthday was Thursday.
there's your answer, Raphael. I think he was talking about his stream.
His birthday stream was supposed to happen on Saturday. We had to postpone, and it will be up at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
He was too tired to stream after all his birthday festivities.
Did he like, by the way, the stuffs?
Yes, he got a bunch of Dragon Ball Z, or quite a bit of Dragon Ball Z stuff, a Pokemon plushie, Sobble to be specific, My Hero action figure, and some other stuff.
Build-A-Bear.
Build-A-Bear.
Build-A-Bear. That's classic. That is awesome. That is awesome.
And a Mario cake.
So, has he seen the other stuff though? The one that you and I discussed yesterday.
Yeah, that's official. He chose. I sent you a text.
Yes. Okay. Alrighty. Anyway, so going back to the EBL. So I guess you said that you don't care about everybody talking about their stuff. So I'm happy to talk about mine. I'm happy to talk about mine. We can talk about yours. And we got Leland and Ezra who subscribed to the channel. I don't know if that alert went off. The alerts are kind of weird. But thank you for subscribing. Thank you. All right, so going back. Actually, let's have you talk about your draft if you're okay with it.
You want to talk about mine first?
Yes, let's talk about you and who you drafted and whatnot.
So I've got all bug types. Looking at a whole
Yes.
bug Pokemon team. We've got Volcarona, Pheromosa, Vikavolt, Genesect, Crustle, Heracross, Araquanid, Acelgor, and Ninjask. I have an exciting time drafting all of those. I have counters for everything that everyone thinks we might be super effective against. I have counters for that. So not worried about being super effective hits. So very excited to see what we can do with the all bug thing.
Team that you beat us with finally?
I had Heracross as the MVP in Season 1.
Yeah, beat us.
No.
Who knows, actually, with the draft of Heracross? Toes. Lena's like toes. But, excuse me, who knows? Maybe with the draft of Heracross, this might actually be your season, too.
I do have a secret plan up my sleeve. The only person in the draft that knows about it is you, or in the EBL, because you helped me pick. So
There's that
I'm not.
alert. I'm
You know,
sorry,
I'm-
go ahead.
I'm pretty honest. So you know about my secret plan. We don't battle this year unless we meet in the championship, if I'm not mistaken. So if you got to counter, you got to counter it in the championship, which we've seen before. Me and you in the championship match. So we'll definitely get to see a pretty good team from the Atlanta Breviary this season. I think it'll be fun. Very competitive this season. The rule changes with how the league is this season will make it very interesting. You know, we got 4 different divisions instead of 2. We got 2 conferences, 4 divisions. And 10 teams make the playoffs this season. So very interested to see how it goes.
Talk to us about those rule changes.
Most of it is the conferences. You know, we're splitting it up into 2 conferences, 4 divisions. We're going to have the Kanto division, Hoenn division, Sinnoh, and Johto. And basically, you're going to fight everyone in your division and then 1 opponent from each other division, meaning you will have 2 non-conference opponents as well, which is very interesting. And then with the draft, you were able to, if you wanted to, you were able to actually draft 2 legends this year, or 2 Ultra Beasts, 2 Mythicals, or you could stick to the standard of what we've had previously with 1 Ultra Beast and 1 Legend, or any mix of the 4 classifications.
Or none at all.
Yeah, or none at all. We did see that this season as well.
So I think that's probably the most interesting rule. Is that the possibility of having double legends, and I kind of want to see how that's going to play off in some of the battles. I can already see people are going to be having the Garatinas and the Reshurams brought together, two heavyweights. I'm not even sure who drafted which and what, but it's going to be interesting to see that into play.
And we did invite Mark, who is, part of the podcast with us tonight. We did invite him to be a future competitor for the league. So I do have a question for you while you're here.
I guess we could do his preseason interview here. I'm just messing.
Yeah, with him not being in this season, hopefully he'll be in next season.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a question for him. Who do you think you would draft first if you had to build a team?
No, you can't touch it because then somebody can snatch it.
They're probably going to forget.
No, they won't.
Well, Matt basically convinced me yesterday to eventually be a competitor. Finally. So I haven't really thought about who to put up. I have to think about that, but
Experts.
I mean, I could do dinosaurs, yeah. I have to see. I have to see what I think is best.
I have a question for you, Mark.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have experience in competitive play?
Oh, absolutely not. So I have to.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it will be a completely new experience. Not necessarily a bad one, I think, but I sure have to figure out a lot of stuff that comes with it.
The purpose of the EBL, the original purpose, right? The original purpose of the EBL was to have fun. It originally started with 6 members, and the purpose was to have fun, to have a good time, at the same time introducing a little bit of competitive. It wasn't meant to have, everybody competitively breeding and everything. It's kind of funny how it evolved into that from the very first season and whatnot.
Yeah, of course. I think the first part of it all should still be just having fun and see where it goes.
I will have to say that of every single group that I've been in, the EBL is definitely by far the healthiest as in terms of friendships and support. So it's incredible the amount of the people that you do meet. So I'm excited for you to get to mingle with them already. You're already in the Discord already, so you already can get to talk and to mingle and to make new friends from there. I'm pretty sure you know some of them already, but it's going to be a good experience for you.
Yeah, I know most of them by name, and some of them talked here and there. But yeah, it certainly is a great way to just get to know everyone and just see what it's all about.
And luckily we have had some official, unofficial announcements of retirements. So as of right now, it looks like we're going to have 2 openings next season, which will be filled with a couple of guys already that have been lined up for season or for future competitor. So it'll be nice to get new faces in there and give other guys that have been in the league for a while time to relax.
That is true.
Or
no, I agree. Just to go ahead and go back on chat here, Raphael says he built you a team of ice types. He also wants to know how everybody is doing on this beautiful Sunday. Well, the Sunday just started for us here on the East Coast in the U.S., but so far so good, right, guys?
Absolutely tipsy. I mean, great.
and Tara says hi. Hi, Tara.
Wait, Tara's here?
She's in the chat.
She's in the voice chat and in the regular chat, guys. And she is feeling very, very
Happy.
relaxed.
She is feeling very, very happy. I should be feeling very, very happy. That way the three of us can be. This could be one of those happy podcasts.
4. You can't forget Mark.
That's true. I'm sorry. Oh, actually, I wasn't counting you. I'm sorry.
Well, you weren't counting me? No, I don't count.
We both count.
Okay, we count.
I was counting all of you as one and the same because you guys are all of you guys are in the same location and you guys are sharing one Discord.
So with the season 5 coming up, I would like to ask Tara a question, if that's okay with you, Guanako.
Of course.
Because officially, and this is official, and I'll go ahead and announce it now, her and the Doy
man. If he pops up, I hope he comes up right now and hears that.
That'd be great. Her and the doorman will be switching alternating seasons. She will be doing odd seasons. He'll be doing even seasons because of their work schedules. So if you come back, babe, would you continue to draft Sylveon first, or do you think you'll go something else different next time?
I can't tell you because it's somebody
What do you think?
I'm
What do you think?
gonna pick my next one.
I think she really doesn't want me to hear it because she hates me battling me.
I don't like battling you or Max.
Or Derek, or Pidge, or...
Yeah, but Matt is really easy to battle.
Wow.
Especially when he underestimates my team.
Matt is fairly easy.
I'm destroying her next time she's in the league.
You can't do that. Divorce. Yeah.
Mark, if you ever face against Matt in the EBL, you'll find that's going to be an easy victory. I guarantee it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's easy.
He's gonna underestimate you and think you suck, and he's gonna bring his crappy part of his team.
Yeah.
Smash him to death.
I mean, I've made him think so far that I'm bad at Pokemon, so...
I'm undefeated in versus.
Yeah.
I find that hard to believe. I could beat you in the versus.
I'm just saying, I'm undefeated in versus. I've lost every cage lock that I've done, though. And as far as the EBL is concerned, I have a 500 record, which is not bad. That means I've won as many matches as I've lost. Which is in no comparison to the 11 straight wins by the Florida for Alligators.
Formerly the Miami Dragon Knights.
Who are the Florida for alligators?
Formerly the Miami Dragon Knights.
Why did he change his name? His name was so awesome.
Well, so is the Florida Gators. I mean, the Florida for Alligators.
Excuse me, I'm from Georgia, so nothing about Florida is good.
I mean,
Wow.
the beaches, the women. Come on. The cars.
Anyways, Draft League. We're talking about Draft League.
He just
Sorry.
called out the Bulldogs, and I'm a Bulldog, by changing his name to the Gators.
I was gonna have it to the Georgia Grand Bulls, but
I'm gonna need you to do that instead, sir.
but I already had the logo. But I already had the logo made, and then I already made the announcement. And besides, this is my last season.
What?
Yeah, he's officially retiring.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He's burnt out on Draft League.
Yeah, even kings have to rest.
He's horrible, but you still can't be the Gators because then I
But that means
genetically.
But that means when you come back in season 5, you'll have an easier road to the playoffs.
She really wants to kick my ass, though. And Mark, I'm sorry, I don't know how you are, but on the channel, and specifically here on the podcast, we are a fan of the cursey words. Hey, Joss, how's it going? Welcome on in. It's been a while.
You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. It's after dark. That's why we label it after dark.
What happened?
She's not sure if she said a curse word.
No, but we're a fan of the cursey word, so it's okay.
Mark had a question for you, though.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Do you get to battle him?
Yeah, I just said, like, so if I join, it's not official that I joined season 5, but if I do, I won't get to battle you.
We can battle, offline, unofficially, and whatnot, and have a little bit of fun that way. Truth of the matter is that I did have that plan with someone, but work and life got in the way, so we never got to have it happen. But we can definitely battle anytime you want, my friend.
However, just to make it clear to the fans, and this is something you spoke to me about, so I'm going to go ahead and announce it. There is one way, we're not going to speak to how that is possible, but there is one way that the Florida Fur Alligators and their head coach, Guanako Gaming, does return in Season 5. But we'll have to wait and see how things play out.
I can't be trained by the Gators, so I'm going to need him to change his name.
Tell you what, here's what I'm going to do.
She's stuck on that, by the way.
I get it. So on my return to the EBL, on the return of me coming back for battles, I will have one season to where I will be the Georgia Grand Bulls.
You don't even have to be that. You could be the mag and...
She's breaking up. I don't know if that was
Miami
gibberish.
She wants you to return to the Miami Dragonite.
Yes.
I also had that thought too, but...
I'd rather you be them than the Georgia Grand Bulls, because the Georgia Grand Bulls wouldn't have their time to shine unless you do an entire season. So, you cannot train me as the Gators. I am sorry. I cannot do it. It's not in my blood as a Bulldog. I cannot do it.
Josh says that it's been 3 months. I've been drained from YouTube, mostly streams. I feel you completely on that. I've been drained too, but I like doing this.
What's up, Josh? Who else we got in here? You said Raphael. Hello, Raphael. Anybody else?
Raphael says that the team of ice types he built for Matt is Glalie, Silvally. Okay. Cryogonal, Arctozolt, and Lapras.
I love Silvally, by the way. I love Lapras.
Say that again?
Silvally.
Oh.
That's the proper way to say
Silvally.
it. According Silvally, sir.
Silvally. Were you going to tell me that Google says it's the proper way?
No, actually, the Pokemon anime says it's the proper way.
So does the anime. The anime also says Dupiter.
Yeah, Dupiter. Oh my God, the worst name in the world.
What did she say about the Florida for alligators? She keeps breaking in and out.
She said you named yourself after the Gators, so we can't trust anything you say.
Oh wow. All right, I guess my record will have to stand.
As my Miami Dragonite.
Miami Dragonites.
That is true. That is true. I mean, I think that the record should stay the same for the Miami Dragonites and not for the Florida for alligators.
It's one team. It's just a team change or a change of team name.
It's a different team, technically.
Well, if you consider it like any other sport, which we're talking about it, we try to treat the EBL as we would any other sport, you know? And in any other sport, if a team changes their name, their record still stands. It follows them wherever they go, right?
But I'm not the Miami Dragonites, period. They're gone. I don't know who they are. I lost my job as a head coach. There you go. But I got hired to coach the Fur Alligators.
That's awful.
The trophy back.
I'm gonna laugh at the Florida for alligators actually make it to the championship. Okay, especially with the fairies that they got on their team.
We cannot put that on a trophy. It will be the Miami.
I would ignore her. I would like to point out something that I said to you, and regardless of the situation, and you know, I always take your feelings into consideration, but I have to mention this, okay? As I stated preseason, it is hard to make it to 3 championships in a row, and the Miami Dragon Knights were not able to make it to 3 championships in a row.
That is not by their choice. And
No. There was extenuating circumstances.
You can go ahead and say it. You can go ahead and say it.
However, no, I'm not worried about that part. However, they were not able to make it, so the record still stands of it being hard to make it to 3 championships in a row.
I'll go ahead and say it. The only reason the Dragon Knights didn't make it to the championship was sadly because we suffered a death in my family. So obviously my family comes first no matter what, even some trophy with friends. And so I was forced to drop out for that reason. I
don't know. Truth be told, though,
I would have made it to the I would have made it to the championship. I would not have made it. I don't think that I would have made it to a 3rd championship with a 3rd trophy. I don't think that I would have, but I would have made it to the championship.
Because here's how it would have played out. You would have played Derek, right?
Okay.
And then Pidge would have played Yeltneb. So we saw the finale, which was Pidge versus Yeltneb. So basically, we saw how that would have played out. So it would have been you versus Pidge, saying that's assuming you make it past Derek, right?
Okay.
So who do you think wins? Do you beat Pidge in that championship match?
I don't think so. Because
Tara
Pidge... Okay, go ahead, Tara.
Oh. She's raising her hand. What? Never mind. Ignore her.
Okay. So, I don't think that we would have won against Pidge. Pidge was probably the most intense battle. Everybody would say that the battle with Bob, last season was their favorite, was the most intense. It was probably the most chess match, I guess. I don't know how to phrase that, but
yeah, that makes sense.
Are you get okay? There you go. So you guys get me. So yeah, it was more of a chess match than anything. Whereas with Pidge was definitely that one intense match that I had throughout the whole season. Pidge brought me down to my last Pokemon, and I only had a certain amount of HP left, and I won because I forgot that I had that Dynamax.
Now, if we're going to be real, now I've made it to the championship, I've made it to the playoffs, and I've had a 1-4 season, right? So I've been everywhere that you can be in the league, except for champion.
You haven't been out before the playoffs.
Shush. And yes, I have. 1-4. So I've made it. I've been everywhere except for champion that you can be, right?
Okay.
Pidge's match with that Snorlax having flamethrower. Okay, even when I spoke to you, you were like, "Yes, Snorlax can learn flamethrower," but I was not expecting it. Everyone else that I talked to was like, "I was not expecting flamethrower on that Snorlax."
No,
Pidge
you're right.
The most out of box movesets that I have ever seen.
Yeah, I agree. 110%.
That makes him such a formidable opponent that you never know what he's going to come up with.
I agree. I 150% agree. You don't know what he's going to come up with, and that's why you kind of have to be ready. I like to think that I have some out of the box moves too. I mean, or
Blastoise.
I don't. Oh yeah, the Blastoise. The Blastoise caught people by surprise, but you know what caught people by surprise too? I feel somewhat was that Whimsicott with Substitute.
Whimsicott substitute, yep. And then your Blastoise with Maricoat caught Derek by sheer surprise.
Last season was fucking intense.
I will say Tara with Water Spout against ISO
was
one of those other moves that caught someone off surprise because he never saw that coming.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Derek saw it coming when I practiced with.
So there's definitely some moves out there that we still haven't seen that can still be used to surprise people in EBL. And then, future seasons, we're going to have future Pokemon that can really catch people off guard too,
Oh, yeah. Let's not even talk like that's, what are they calling it now? Scarvio, right?
I'm calling it SB.
SV? Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
SV,
SV.
Scarvio, however you want to call it. I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna be the day that the EBL has that for, you know, they make season, what is it, 6, right? You're planning on making it for season 6?
Season 6 will officially be the first showing of the EBL and Generation 9.
Okay, great. Season 6 of the EBL is going to be intense because we're going to see a lot of these Pokemon with these crazy abilities. Like, excuse me, we have the Hisui and Zoroark are normal and ghost type. Normal and ghost, that's right?
Yep.
Yeah, normal and ghost. That is a very interesting. Typing. And I would love to see what type of ability it has and what it can do, if it has any signature moves or anything like that. That's going to be interesting.
You won't be in Season 6.
Ah, crap.
Tara said she wants.
I don't know if I'll be in season 6 either, but I mean, I'm still present with the EBL with the roundups. Not roundups, the rankings.
No, definitely.
As long as you're not a alligator.
I'm still a fur alligator.
I do have a question for Mark while we're still on the topic of the Elite Battle League.
Yes. I'm sorry, Mark. I'm sorry, Mark. Go ahead.
No. I don't think. Hopefully, you don't feel like you've been abandoned.
Yeah, I hope that's the least that I want you to make me feel. I'm really sorry if that's the case.
No, not at all. I just don't know a lot about the history of EBL, so that's fair.
I am curious who, if you could choose your schedule, right? And I'll pull up the guys that are in the league right now. You can take a look at them however you want. Name at least 2 to 3 coaches out of the Elite Battle League that you would like to battle when you join the league officially.
Hey, Nikki, yes, we are talking some EBL. I'm sorry to cut you off, Matt.
All I asked him was to pick 2 to 3 competitors that he would enjoy battling, if and when he's able to join.
Okay, I want to hear this.
That's a good question.
Is Tara okay?
Tara is something else. Don't listen to her.
I am someone else. I'm
just gonna say, like, regardless of if they're gonna be in whatever season I join, I think, obviously I'm gonna go for people that I know a little bit better. So I want to battle Matt for certain.
Easy victory.
Wow.
I'd want to battle Tara as well.
Easy victory.
I think that'd be interesting.
You know what? You want to train me for that battle.
RIP headphone users.
And well, I would say you, but I think that's an easy victory for you. I would go with you said name 3, so I will go with Derek. I know Derek a little bit.
Well, that'd be interesting.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, the other guys I'll probably get to know. I know Pitch a little bit, Landon a little bit. So maybe when time goes by, like, I'll change my mind. But yeah, I think for now, that's Matt, Tara, and Derek are a good, good lineup.
Nikki says if she ever does competitive, she's going to need some serious training. She's okay, but not great or anything. I disagree, Nikki. I think you show incredible talent. I think you're really fucking good. And I'm happy to train you if you need.
He's a wordy nerd.
Yeah, we're allowed to.
He said a wordy nerd.
I need a lot of help as well.
I am happy to help.
As much as
I will help.
As much as Guanako likes to mess with me about it being an easy victory, Even
I
with
tease,
my
and I tease. I hope
Yeah.
you know that I'm teasing.
no,
Of
yeah,
course,
definitely.
of course.
But even with last season, we've gone back and looked at it. Had I brought a dark type move on the Weavile, had I not got crit by Derek, I'm sitting at 3-2 instead of 4 or 1-4. You know, so 3 wins, 2 losses instead of 1 win, 4 losses. So last season was just a lot of unlucky predicaments for me. And I'm sitting in the playoffs at that point, which, you know, could be anything at that point. So, in my opinion, really 3 good seasons from the Atlanta Breviary. I feel like I had 4 really, really good losses. I'll take that back. Pidge killed me. 3 really, really good losses. You know, so I feel like I'm definitely in the top 5 of the league as far as competitors. Guanako, in my opinion, is 1. Pidge, 2. Derek is always up there, in my opinion. And then I would put either myself and, as far as right now from the coaches I've seen in the league,
Max.
I think no, I don't. No,
Oh,
don't
sorry.
do that. Don't do that. Max had really one good year. And that's not to be mean to him. You know, Max has had a really good season. He's had a lot of to his first 2 seasons.
I don't know what it is. You seem to be breaking up a lot today.
I apologize. Hopefully
Did you
it's
put your
nothing bad.
headphones?
No, it's not the headphones.
It could be because you're on speaker.
Usually speaker doesn't affect it. Are we okay?
Yeah, you sound better now. It's just you break up sometimes, but I mean, just thought I'd let you know.
I'm sorry, guys. What was I saying?
Really good competitors.
Latin with the way he battled last season. I feel like when he went into the playoffs, he didn't play up to his regular ability. So I would love to see what he does this season. So I would say top 5 is me, you.
Well, Latin did say that he was taking a chill this season. As am I.
Latin said that. Well, I don't trust anybody when they say they're taking a chill, because you've said that the last 2 seasons.
Okay, hold on. Let me correct you on that. And you know that's because this is your fault. This is your fault. I tried to have a good chill season. You kept calling me out. So I'm like, you know what? Now I have to kick everybody's ass. Now look what happened.
And then you went 5-0.
And then I went 5-0. But I'm really trying to just chill, you know? Because
Fun.
what'd she say? I'm sorry, you broke up again.
She said have fun.
Yes, exactly. I want to go back to how the EBL was before the stresses of breeding and hunting and everything, you know? I want to go back to all that, to where it was before.
See, that's why I drafted all bug types, because if I can make a fun team like a monotype team, if I can, you know, do well with that and show people, look, you can have fun with your team, draft whatever you want, and still have a little bit of success, you can do whatever you want with this league. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can have fun.
You said that.
Yeah, I know. You can have fun. That's what I did. I wasn't good,
And you won 1 match.
And I had fun doing it. You don't have to be good. You don't have to stress about it. It's fun.
Exactly. That's what we're here for. That's what the Elite Battle League is all about, is fun. Which is why I'm
And family.
Nikki says, I feel like I can be better. I have won a few battles, and I am better at breeding and training them in EVs than anything. I think my big problem is moves. I think that's something that will be fixed with experience, and as you get to study your opponent more and whatnot. Or really, everything is just based on predictions. But I think that used to be my problem too. I think that's something that with time and with training you'll supersede. And like I said, I'm happy to help with that. Raphael says, bruh, my opponent brought a solo bug team. Oh, looks like you're battling Matt.
Yo, let's go. But that is the part I have struggle with, is figuring out what moves are best for my team. So I feel Nicky on that one. Like, I can build the team 100%. You know, EVs, IVs, like, everyone's like, ooh, that looks like a really good team. And then I bring the moves and they're like, what'd you do?
But I honestly truly believe that this could definitely be your season, because you mentioned Heracross. Excuse me. You mentioned Heracross was your MVP, right? And
My MVP for the Stone Family Battle League.
right.
We had personally, I had, actually, give me 1 moment.
That shit moves fast.
8 kills and 0 deaths.
Look at that. It's a Cinderace all on its own.
And that's just with a Heracross by itself. That's not anything else adding to it.
Listen, and was Heracross a part of your championship team for the Stone Family League?
No, he was not.
Ooh, okay.
The only time I won the championship in the Stone Family Battle League, I actually did not win the MVP, and I did not win the I won the championship, which automatically gave me the championship or the playoff MVP. However, that same season, I believe it was Christina would have had the playoff MVP had I not won the championship.
You need to post a picture of that in the EBL so people can see what we did before
That'd be cool.
the
Yeah,
EBL actually began. So you can see what we did.
that'd be really cool.
That would be cool. Well, regardless, I think you having Heracross on your team is gonna play. It's gonna be something to behold. I want to see how you use that bug.
Yeah, and it's a callback to this, the Stone Battle League, which I think is really, really great.
Yeah.
Bring it back to where it began.
Even if I don't do well, having that nostalgia factor with Heracross and being able to remember the battles with my wife and my kids and, the enjoyment that brought, that's all that's really going to matter to me.
Nikki says, I would love to battle more people. Have thought about weather teams. I remember I did okay with the hail team on Showdown with Latin once. The thing about weather teams, I don't like metas for teams. That includes Trick Room teams. I don't like metas. I think that I personally find them restricting and a little bit more difficult because now you have to find Pokemon that have synergy, not necessarily that are of the same type. I think that the best meta to go with is definitely a rain team because it's easier. A sun team is harder, and sandstorm teams are best on doubles. So you have to choose your meta properly. And then there's Trick Room team, which is hard to pull off, but as you see in Season 1, it takes you to the championship.
Have you ever used the meta team, Mark?
Me? Oh, Mark, okay.
Even in a playthrough, have you ever purposely built a sand team or a sun team or rain team or Trick Room team?
No, I usually try to get diversity in my teams. I am thinking about trying with monotype or just some kind of highlight some aspect of it, but I usually for now I usually just try to get as much diversity as I can, so I don't have experience with that.
I feel that.
So pretty much anything you can grab.
Yeah, just look
No
through
Sylveon. Don't touch Sylveon. She's mine.
Well, good for you. I mean, someone I had
No flamethrower on Snorlax, by the way.
Extra flamethrower on Snorlax, by the way.
Hold on, don't forget the Meowth.
That's right.
Meowth sucks.
Listen, listen. Apparently, I have my own theories. I'm going to be real. I have my own theories on what happened with that battle, but apparently the Meowth scared him.
Scared who?
You can ask Mark. He has been here for 4 days now, and he has played multiple games. 5 days now, and he has played multiple games with me. You can ask him. I am way too competitive to let anyone win.
He just thought I was gonna suck, which everybody does, which is okay because it works for me. But he thought I was gonna suck, so he just brought the shitty part of his team.
Yeah, one thing for sure, if Matt loses, then he genuinely loses.
That's not, he's too mean. He will not let me win at anything. Anything.
I'm having a hard time believing that, though. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
You can believe it all you want, but when you meet him in person and you spend time with us, trust me and believe me, you will see. He will not let me win at anything, even an argument. He will not let me win. He does not believe in the "your wife is always right" thing.
I don't even let the kids.
No, I wouldn't let the kids win either.
We still have an unfinished argument, by the way, but
Me and you?
yeah, that's for later.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Nikki says, "Oh, first off, Raphael was first, Matt." Hold up, let me check this.
What I miss?
You should sit over there so I can lean on you.
Give me 1 second, guys.
Hi.
Oh, looky there. Love.
What did Raphael say? What I miss?
No, I can't
So
sleep.
Raphael wants you to rate his Glalie set on a scale of 1 to 10.
Glalie can learn Earthquake, if I'm not mistaken, so Earthquake would be better than Bulldoze just because it hits harder. I know Bulldoze slows the Pokemon down. But if you've got Light Screen, you're not taking special defensive damage as hard. So you really, as long as you're building him especially bulky, you'll be okay on that side. And then with Crunch, Iron Head, and Earthquake, you should be really, really good. So I'd say a 7 out of 10. Just put Earthquake on him.
See, that's the part I don't understand about the EBO. I don't care. As long as it tells me super effective, I'm gonna hit it.
See, me personally, Raphael, I would keep Bulldoze on there. And that's me personally. And I get it, Earthquake hits harder, but Bulldoze, that added effect, and we all know with me, speed is everything. So if any chance that I can get to slow you down, I'm gonna win it.
He's Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, it definitely slows the opponent down, but I want to say Bulldoze is 60. I don't have the move in front of me right now.
I think it is 60.
So that 40 extra base power, just really does it for me, especially if you're hitting super effective.
I like that word. Those words.
But there's no ice type move either, so I don't know. I really, really like Stab, like Ice Bite or Bulldoze is 60. Okay. Ice Bite it's Ice Bite, right?
Is it Ice Bite? Is there such thing as Ice Bite? Or Frostbite?
No, Thunder. What are the
Ice Cream?
I know Thunder Smack.
No,
I know Ice Beam.
Ice Fang. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
I've had too much. Ice Fang would be really, really good if you're building it physically. There you go, Raphael. Appreciate it. Ice Fang would be really, really good because it looks like you're building him very offensively, not special offensively. So I would say Ice Fang would be really good, but Crunch, Iron Head, and Bulldoze is a lot of coverage for a lot of other Pokemon. But you're going to have trouble with Dragon types then, which is a real big problem for Glalie, considering most Dragon types can learn Fire type moves.
Yeah, but they're probably going to be special, more than likely.
Yeah, that's what the light screen's for, but you're still not going to be able to hit it super effectively.
Nikki says, I think my proudest Pokemon I've ever trained was Landon Jr. and Pookie. Working with an Incineroar was great, and I love the Rapid Strike Urshifu, and I use it well enough. Binky is also another one I'm really proud of.
We have,
God
Urshifu.
damn, Raphael, you're getting swept by a Shuckle?
Don't fuckle with the Shuckle.
Hey! Actually, that's the t-shirt design that I had, and I never put it to fruition.
You need to.
No, stop. Hang on.
You want to buy
Hang on.
everything.
Wait. You can't.
What?
Can't make it. It's
What?
already been made by another YouTuber.
I'm still gonna make it. He doesn't have my design yet. Shit.
It's weird hearing him cuss.
But
Who,
I will
me?
say, don't we have another Urshifu in the league this season?
No, we only have one.
No, that's what I'm saying. We have another one this season. We had both last season.
There's only two.
We had both last season, and we
Yeah.
have another this season, right? Someone brought it back.
Yeah, there you go. That's the proper verbiage because you're making it sound like there's three.
I'm flipping you off right now.
Okay, and I'm flipping you off right back.
Yo.
Yeah.
Tars.
There's a couple fingers raising here.
Yeah, Tar's doing it too.
Okay. Well, is she doing it to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
well,
doing.
Wow, thank you.
Not you, Mark. You're special.
it's
I
all
understand.
it's all because I guarantee you because I'm a Florida Gator. I mean Florida for alligator.
Absolutely.
Yep, you ruined it for her.
She'll be okay.
He can't even be your best friend anymore because he's a Gator. He's on the level with Christina right now.
I mean, I'm his best friend.
Whoa, I hear my voice.
Just ignore it. Just ignore it. It's just repeat. It's fine.
Why is it?
Wait,
Why is it?
I'm so lost. What's going on here?
I made sure I forgot the podcast was paused on my side, so I played it so that you were getting watch time, and now she hears her voice on my phone.
Oh.
You ignore that.
All right, give me 1 second. Entertain the viewers. I'm gonna turn it down so she doesn't hear herself and it throws her off.
Okay.
I just-
I'll be right back.
Okay. Hi. Mark, is Mark still there or no? Mark. I've been left alone, guys.
Everything's spinning.
You're okay.
How you gonna tell me what I am? Are you in?
Hello?
Nobody?
Hi.
We're back. Sorry
Hi.
about that.
Yeah, you're good. You are
So we
good.
We still got the stream up, so we're good there.
Awesome.
And did not turn down, so I don't know what's going on.
Yo, Carlos, how's it going? Welcome on in, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Raphael, can we please drop his link in the chat?
Oh.
Wrong, Carlos.
Oh.
No, sorry, yeah, wrong Carlos. The other Carlos was up there earlier. I think
We got
I said hi to him, and he never said hi back.
It's Mr. Toast. Say hi, baby. Mr. Toast.
Hi, Mr. Toast. Do you like jelly?
You sound so sad right now, Tara. I need you to put a smile on your face.
You took my pillow.
All right, so do we want to move on to one of our other? Because I want to include, not trying to be mean, but I want to include Mark in our conversation a little bit more, and he doesn't know too much about Draft League or the EBL. You had
Wow.
one question?
You sounded really weird just now.
Mark wants to ask a question.
Yes.
I had a question to basically both of you because, of course, when I eventually do join, I will need like a name and a logo and all that stuff. And
Okay.
Matt and I briefly talked about it, but
Take your beer.
Can you? Yeah, well, we should, Raphael, if you can, blank one, please. I'm sorry, Mark.
that's okay. I think most of the teams and all are like American states and that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And of course, I'm not from the States, as of now at least.
Well, we do have that. We have the essence.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have the English.
Twitch is not from the States,
Mhm.
so that's not.
And the Walton Wingles. I don't know where Walton is, but apparently
Oh.
Essex is actually in Walton, in Europe.
Yeah. So I probably would just get something either Dutch or European.
Oh, definitely, yeah, do that.
Yeah.
What town do you live in? Do you have towns?
I have. I'm not gonna say that on stream.
No,
But,
yeah, but
And if you need a logo, definitely me and Guanako will probably both tell you. Use Lonely Hermit.
Very talented guy.
Yeah.
Who made my logo?
He made my logo. He made Guanako's logo.
He made
or at least-
everybody's logo.
He made Derek's logo. he made Landon's first logo, right?
He's made Landon's logo, period.
So he made both. Okay.
Yeah.
And he made Tara's logo, so definitely Hermit is the best one to use for logos. You just got to come up with a team name on your own, let him know which Pokemon is your mascot. He'll be good to go. He'll help you out.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, okay. But, yeah.
Yo,
So
we got
you
Latin
can-
in here. How's it going, man? Welcome.
Maybe
He says, and the TJ Gangars, baby. Season 4
So-
champions.
Who? Who's
Latin.
season-
Latin.
Tell him to get his butt in here.
My favorite man. Hashtag Hermit is great. Actually, since we're talking about Josh too, let's go ahead and plug him in here too.
So,
All
I
right,
know you had another discussion you wanted to talk about.
So,
and
yes.
this will help Mark definitely jump a little bit more into the conversation, I believe.
Yes.
And I'm going to extend it a little bit more than you are, than you had discussed earlier. Jurassic World and dinosaurs.
Yes, Mark, I'm gonna ask you a stupid question. How do you feel about dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs, since I was little, dinosaurs have probably...
Don't forget, we've been drinking.
Yeah. So I just lost track of the word I was looking for. But dinosaurs have been probably my most... the thing I love most.
Favorite creature?
Yeah.
I can feel that.
Yeah. I have to admit, before we start, that I don't know nearly enough of dinosaurs as I wish. Like a lot of the names and all, I would have to look up, but I absolutely like the Land Before Time series and all that stuff.
Yes.
That's childhood. That's my...
One of the saddest moments in cinematic history. In my opinion.
I agree. And the theme song, the beginning, the music for that first movie, excuse me, I still tear up right now as a 29-year-old listening to it because of nostalgia. I just can't.
Yeah.
Listen, Mark, as a kid, just a little bit of background information about me and dinosaurs. I was fascinated by dinosaurs at a very early age. Whenever I got punished as a kid, if I didn't get my ass whooped, it would be my dad would tell me to read and study, and I would have to do it right under his supervision and whatnot. And sometimes he would have me write lines out of the books. And so every single book that I would write out of would be in regards to dinosaurs. So I grew very knowledgeable with them. And at one point in my childhood, I've only wanted to be two types of scientists when I was a kid. And it was a meteorologist because of Day After Tomorrow, the movie. And I wanted to be a paleontologist.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Yeah. I love dinosaurs. I love it.
Wait, hang on. Change the subject real quick. You said Day After Tomorrow?
So the reason I say the Day After Tomorrow was because when I was a kid, I wanted to be one of two type of scientists, right? I wanted to be either a meteorologist because of the Day After Tomorrow, and when before that, for a good point, and then even after the meteorologist phase, I wanted to be a paleontologist. Because I love reading about ancient creatures. I loved reading about the dinosaurs and whatnot. It's something that fascinated me as a kid, you know?
I love that movie, by the way.
The Day After Tomorrow?
Oh, dude, it's so good. It is one of the top 10 favorite movies for me.
It is crazy. It
But,
is crazy.
But yeah, switching back to the dinosaur thought. What we got Jurassic, what is it?
So we got well, obviously the first three Jurassic Park movies, right? And then we have Jurassic World, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and now June 10th we have Jurassic World Dominion coming out.
Have you not yet?
Huh?
I was asking Mark. Have you not seen the previews yet?
Actually, no. I'm really ashamed, but I wanted to see like all the movies together, back to back. They were on Netflix, and then when I wanted to watch them, they weren't there. But I of course, I need to watch those movies.
What have you not watched? And I will help you.
You've never seen?
I think I have seen part of it, but I want to watch it like
back to back to back.
Yeah, like front to back.
Yeah.
What have you not watched? Because that part's still not clear for me.
Have you seen any of them?
Yeah, I can't. I have seen parts of the movies. I can't say like, oh, this movie I watched, this movie I didn't. But I want to watch like from the first movie to the one that's coming out. I just want to watch everything.
Well, I will say,
is he talking about Jurassic World or Jurassic Park? I'm
all of them.
Oh, so all 6. I mean, for all 5, basically.
And
all 6 come June 10th.
And little side note, June 10th is my birthday, so.
Oh my God, I'm writing that down.
Have to go see Jurassic Extinction then.
What? Dominion, bro. Dominion,
whatever.
Hey, Phoenix, how's it going? Welcome.
You have to go see it.
Yeah.
It's on your birthday.
Yeah.
We're watching all of them right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to. I think the first 3 Jurassic Park movies are in HBO Max, Matt. So while he's there, please help him watch it. And then for the other 2, I got you.
Yeah, definitely. I believe the other 2 are on there too, if I'm not mistaken.
I think Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is, but not the Jurassic World.
We can figure that part out.
I got you because I got them. I'll give you the whatever access you need. I got them.
So we'll cover the first 5, and then you will see the 6th one on your birthday. I will send you the money, and you will go to the theaters.
Welcome in, Phoenix. I know I said hello already. I'm so sorry to cut you off, Mark. I'm just going to catch up on chat real quick because I don't want them to feel like I'm abandoning you guys. Nikki says, you know what is crazy? I didn't know Jurassic Park was a book first and the books were more violent than the movie. That is true. The books are definitely a lot more violent. And you know what? The books actually have some of the main characters die, which I'm wondering maybe if we'll see some of those characters die with this last one. Raphael says,
Sorry, go ahead.
Raphael says, pardon me, G. I'm building you a team of custom form Pokemon right now and drawing it into fan art right now. And it consists of Gengar, Poison Fairy, Thundurus, Electric Water, Hydreigon, Fire, Dark. Ooh, those are interesting typings. Can't wait to see the rest of that. Phoenix also says, I vividly remember that raid that one time. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I will say, in the first movie, what's his name? It's a character that basically we thought got killed by the T-Rex, I think. If he would have died, it would have made Jurassic Park feel more dangerous. You know what I mean?
Which guy? I'm sorry. For the third, you said the first movie, right?
Yeah, he was in the back of the car when they were driving away, and he was like, he had the messed up leg. I think it was. He played in Thor Ragnarok as the.
Ian Malcolm.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum. Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum. That's his name. He definitely should have died.
He did, supposedly, in the books.
Not in the first movie, though.
No.
Because he came back in the second movie and went back to the island. Spoilers for Mark.
It's a spoiler, but it's nothing as big as compared to what you'll see, my friend.
But he definitely, if he would have died in that first movie, it would have made that world feel way more. It would have made it feel way more realistic and made it feel like, okay, lives are really, really on the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where he comes back and he bounces back for the second movie and he's like, oh, I'm here.
in the movie, or excuse me, in the book, excuse me, we have some of the main characters, like I mentioned, die in the books. Ian Malcolm was one of them. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Henry Wu was also one of them.
Marsh, can you take over for me real quick? I gotta use the restroom.
Well, I'm sorry, I completely lost track. What do you say?
What is it?
Yeah,
I heard
Ned is
restroom.
going to the restroom, so I'm taking over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so some of the main characters, died in the book. So I'm kind of wanted to see if they will do something similar, to that, to see how they're gonna, if they're gonna kill off one of the characters, with this new Jurassic World movie. I'm thinking it's probably going to be the Doctor, but
Yeah.
I don't know, because he's still alive and he still plays a vital role. There's a reason they probably left him alive this entire time. At this point, it's just speculation. But regardless, when you watch, I can't wait for you to watch them because they're good and they're amazing. You've seen?
Yeah.
Have you seen the first one, or is it all of them that you haven't seen?
Yeah, like I said, I can't really say like, oh, I have seen this one or not, because I know I have seen part of it, but pretty much the only reason I haven't seen them yet, because I want to watch or do or see anything that has to do with dinosaurs. But the only reason I haven't is because I've always been more of a series guy than a movies guy. So I just started like last year with catching up on movie franchises and such. And Jurassic Park, those movies came out in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
I was little, and also my parents wouldn't let me watch them.
Okay.
And yeah, and now the last couple of years, of course, the Jurassic World movies came out, and I got now more like interested, or like on the page of, oh, I need to watch those movies because, dinosaurs, and I think 6 movies basically is a series of movies, so that works.
Yeah, it's a saga.
That works with a continuing story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what you say, like, you wonder. Obviously, I don't know the characters really well and all that yet. But what you say, you wonder if they will kill one or more of the main characters. I kind of hope so, because like, no matter how popular or how well liked or whatever they are, that is kind of needed for a story to just tell how dangerous things are, and that no one is safe.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
yeah.
I think that I agree. I think that shows, movies, stories should probably incorporate a level of main characters dying and whatnot. I think that's what kind of, I don't know if you are a fan of Game of Thrones, if you've seen it over there, or
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen everything.
Okay, great. But I think that's what made Game of Thrones great, and that's what made Game of Thrones really good in the beginning is, you can't really get attached to a character without them dying. It's been proven, or them getting seriously hurt. Some people said, they favored Bran, and now he's paraplegic. Ned Stark, head cut off.
Yeah.
So I agree with you that that they should have a level of characters dying. It gives it a little bit of spice. Raphael says he's off to bed. Enjoy the rest of your day. Raphael, have a good rest of your night. Thank you for the lurk. Latin says he's a depression with no dignity typing, and I'm a depression too, my dude. Nikki says, I am actually working on Masuda Hunt for Jengmo-o. So many Jengmo-o. That dragon. Sorry, got a little text message here. Getting rid of it. My computer keeps going between good connection and bad connection, so I'm hoping that this The stream doesn't fail or anything like that.
Oh yeah, certainly hope that at least the important stuff comes through.
Yeah. Now, on the Land Before Time, you like the Land Before Time you mentioned, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think like my grandparents used to have the first, I think 6 movies. So every time I was with them, I would watch like all of them, and they're hard to find. But for years I've been trying to watch get like the whole series, because there were like 14 movies by now, and the show.
Nikki says, I hate to interrupt, but I have something to say about one of my favorite movies, The Last Unicorn. That movie and book talks about the loss of magic in the world. Oh, the movie and book talks about the loss of magic in the world and mortality and how nothing ever ends. That is interesting.
Oh, yeah. Sounds interesting.
Phoenix says, I just had to do something real quick. Okay, no problem, Phoenix, no problem. You're right. The Land Before Time is an extensive series. You think you're right. It's like 12 or 14 movies or something like that. I'm not gonna lie. The last Land Before Time movie that I saw was The Big Freeze. I don't know if you've ever seen that one. It's where basically the general consensus of the story is the Great Valley is frozen, there's snow, and there's a meteorite that falls, and I think they follow it and they find hot spring.
Yeah, I feel like I have seen that, yes. I'm not sure, like if you know from the back of your head what number movie that is. But
well, let's find out. I don't know off the top of my head, because I will sadly say it's not a series that I watch often. I do watch it whenever I'm with my parents, mainly for nostalgia purposes, you know. But it's usually the first one that I watch. So The Land Before Time. The Land Before Time. We have a couple of other series from here. Yeah, you have The Great Valley Adventure, Time of the Great Giving, Journey Through the Mist. Mysterious Island is number 1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Mysterious Island is number 5. The Secret of Saurus Rock is number 6. The Stone of Cold Fire, I think. No, I lied. So I got two of them confused. The Stone of Cold Fire is the meteorite one. That's number 7. Number 8 is the Big Freeze.
What's the one with Chomper?
Number 5. Number 5, the Mysterious Island. That's my favorite one.
The first one with Chomper is the second.
The second movie?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah. Where Chomper's first introduced, but where Chomper talks and we meet his parents full on is where he gets a little bit, where he and his parents get more screen time, basically, is number 5, the Mysterious Island.
Okay.
Where we see the shark.
No, that doesn't seem familiar to me. The one with Chomper's first appearance?
Okay, Chomper's first appearance is number 2, The Great Valley Adventure.
I'm pretty sure that's my favorite movie.
Yeah?
Yeah. I had to rewatch them because I haven't seen them in years. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, I mean, the interesting part about Land Before Time is it was never supposed to be a franchise. It was just supposed to be one movie, like, I think in 88.
It's great.
Yeah, and the second movie...
Yeah, 88.
In 94, but the original showrunner and all that, they didn't return because they never meant for it to have a sequel. So everything after the first movie is actually made by a different team. And I think that's quite interesting.
Well, that's funny that you mentioned that, because one of my favorite shows, which you've actually seen the last couple of days, Stargate, is the original people that created Stargate meant it as a franchise. They had a trilogy written out already, everything written out. The first movie did really well. The movie creators, the company that produced it, didn't pick it back up. So they turned it into a TV series with new creators, new executive producers and everything. And that got picked up, and it lasted 15 years. But the movies didn't get picked back up. so the original creator doesn't get any credit for the TV show.
Yeah.
His loss.
Which is very, very interesting to me, you know?
His
Certainly.
loss.
Yeah, for sure. He might wish he did pick it up.
Actually, now about rebooting the series with his 2 sequels that he had written out. But
So there would be like a different than the series and all.
different
timeline.
multiverse, yeah. But it's it's kind of similar to the Land Before Time, where someone else picked it up and continued it. You know?
Yeah.
Which, like I said, Chomper is probably one of my favorite movies. You know, I don't remember him being in the second movie. I just probably missed that one.
Yeah,
He was in the second movie.
But he was more like a secondary character.
Yeah,
He couldn't even talk. He was literally a baby. He had just hatched.
That's the one. That's the one I really remember. I don't ever remember him talking, so it's got to be the second one.
Do you know the another reason why I like the second movie? I wouldn't say it's still not my favorite. It's still not my favorite. Like I like Chomper's screen time. I like the introduction of the shark and the famine that they had to go through in the 5th movie. I actually might go watch the 5th movie after this podcast. No lie, but but another reason why I like the second one with Chomper is first being introduced is the 2 egg thieves. The 2 egg thieves. They're hilarious. And I remember in the EBL Discord, Landon was talking about something about eggs and whatnot. And it kind of reminded me of those 2. And I remember putting a gift of those 2 eggs, the egg thief. Latin says, Raphael says, I'm out for real this time. And Latin also says, how can I join to talk crap about Maddie? You should already have the podcast role in the Discord, so you just hop on the Discord.
Yeah, just hop in the Discord, bro. Guanako's Discord, it should say podcast join.
I think YouTube is taking away my mods.
That's weird. They shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I think YouTube is taking away my mods because I know I am, at least I thought Latin was a mod before.
Just make him one now.
I did.
But so a little deviant question from Land Before Time, but it kind of fits in. What's your favorite dinosaur? Which me and Mark had the same answer, so we're gonna ask you first, Guanako.
I'm curious.
Actually, I want to know your guys' answer.
Well, we have the same one, so I want to know yours first.
Okay, so you can't see the podcast VC. Let's see why. Hold on, let me fix Latin up.
So it fits in with the Land Before Time, but it's not limited to Land Before Time characters.
Mine doesn't.
Yeah, just Dinosaur and regular. Yeah, because mine fits in with Land Before Time.
That's cool, but
Yeah.
mine doesn't.
But Latin is in there. Oh no, he's not. All right. Well,
Fix it, bro.
I'm fixing it. God.
We still
All right.
going in
Try
an hour and a
try.
half, 2 hours?
We'll go for 2 hours. We'll go for
Okay,
2
cool.
hours. Because we're nearing that hour and a half mark anyway. So half hour is good. Half hour more is good. Brian, you should be able to see it. You should be able to see the podcast VC now. So answer. It's definitely a carnivore. It's a theropod. I have to say that
T-Rex.
you know, for a while the T-Rex was it, but raptors probably would have to be my favorite. Velociraptors.
Yeah, Velociraptors are good.
Because right, Velociraptors were good. I don't care if the size in the Jurassic Park movies are exaggerated, because in Jurassic Park they're 6 feet tall, right? They're 2 meters tall, but in real life they're only 3 feet tall. They're only waist high. However, they're pretty formidable and they're very fast. And the fact that they're pack hunters and their style of hunting is very similar to how it's portrayed in the movies. That's why I like them. They're just awesome.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, and obviously any of you that know better than I do, correct me if I'm wrong. They're supposed to have feathers.
Yeah. So yeah. We now know that dinosaurs should have feathers. The T-Rex should have feathers, but I don't know how I feel about that, and I guess it's probably mainly I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, you can't really say, oh, I don't like the idea of them having feathers, because it's no longer a debate. It's been proven that they've had feathers.
Well, most carnivores should have feathers. Most of your herbivores should not.
Even some herbivores have feathers. The hadrosaurs didn't.
Well, I meant most.
Right. But
That's what I use that.
What I'm getting at is, I guess because all of us, I mean, sorry, Mark, but some of us have seen Jurassic World and Jurassic Park at a very young age, so we're kind of used to them having
no feathers,
them scaly and whatnot. So we're kind of used to seeing them that way. I don't know. It's weird to think of them with feathers, you know?
Yeah, I think really. And what's up, Brian? Welcome.
Hey,
in.
Brian, how's it going? Welcome on in.
But I think.
Thank you. How are you guys doing?
We're
yo,
good.
say hi to Mark. I don't know if you two have ever talked before.
We haven't, no.
Well, hello.
But as far as the dinosaur thing goes, I think the reason they do that is because, like we said, we've seen them so long in movies and TV shows and cartoons without the feathers that honestly, it's more like a product placement thing. You're more likely to buy a product without the feathers. You know what I mean?
True. No, I agree. And here's the thing. Here's a special thing. So Universal Studios released a prologue. They released a prologue for Jurassic World Dominion. Basically, what took place before the events of Jurassic Park, like in the prehistoric late Cretaceous times. You actually see a face-off between the T-Rex and the Gigantosaurus. And you see other types of dinosaurs like Nasutoceratops and Quetzalcoatlus, and other little dinosaurs and whatnot. So you see them, and you see the face-off, and then the scene changes to modern-day T-Rex. After the events of Jurassic World, the Fallen Kingdom. But my point with the prologue is they display the T-Rex with having feathers.
You know what would make sense with that is, and a really good way to explain that, and we'll get back to the what's your favorite conversation in a second. But to explain that is really easy, actually. When they brought them back, they had to do it genetically in the movies. So when you mess with someone's genetics or something's genetics, you can mess up how it should look. You get what I mean?
Right.
So
I see what you mean.
It takes away the feathers because we mess with their genetics, if that makes any sense.
No, it does. I'm sorry, I was distracted with Raphael in the chat. Thank you, Raphael, for checking the commands. Yeah, so I guess we do have a command for Carlos. It's exclamation point for Carlos. But yes, I know. I see what you're saying, Matt. I see what you're saying. Maybe that's explained. Maybe that's explained in the new movie. Maybe. I also agree with you with what you said, because we're so used to how they were. Because at the time when Jurassic Park was made, there wasn't even a debate. We thought that dinosaurs were more related to reptiles, like the crocodilians, and that's in fact not true. They're more related to birds, and I believe this firmly. If you ask me, do dinosaurs still exist? I will tell you yes, and they're in the form of modern-day birds.
Yeah, the T-Rex is actually closely related to the chicken.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Just watch how they move, how they walk. Same thing with the raptors. Hell. Yep. Just watch how they move and how they walk. How they move and walk is very accurate in the movies as well. It's crazy to think that dinosaurs, the raptors, the T-Rex, even the whatever the white dinosaur in Jurassic World, for example. They're related to birds.
Yeah. So, go ahead.
Well, I had two things that I thought about. First was regarding the feathers. I don't think we even saw the pterodactyl with feathers, which is an actual bird.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No, they don't actually. It's strange because I believe that as weird as it sounds, the pterosaurs were more reptilian, so they have like a leathery fabric type, a leathery feel to them. At least it was discovered that they do. They're more related to reptiles. It's very weird, right? Like you'd think that the pterosaurs, since they have wings and they fly, that they would be related to birds, but they're not.
Yeah. And the second thing I just thought about is, which I don't think it's, maybe it's more common for the Ice Age or anything than really the dinosaur time period, but basically, like when you talk chickens and all that, the closest prehistoric thing that you could think is probably the dodo.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. The dodo with the pterodactyl, you said?
You talked about the T-Rex resembling chickens.
Oh, yeah.
But the dodo is actually a prehistoric chicken, I think.
You know, the dodo actually did not... the dodo is extinct, right? There's a dodo... Well, hold on. I remember reading about a dodo that only recently went extinct. And by recent, I'm talking about within the last 150 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's
Now,
interesting.
I did just look it up to confirm, just so you don't look like an idiot, because I want to make sure that we're all good. Pterodactyls nor Tyrannodons had feathers.
Correct, pteranodons.
So basically all flying dinosaurs did not have feathers.
Correct.
Which proves you right and basically shocks the hell out of me because I did not know that.
The thing that's going through my mind right now is how we have Brian here on mute and he caught us in the middle of our dinosaur talk.
Yeah, I was kind of wanting to ask him if he had a favorite dinosaur, if he's listening.
I'm listening. It's just I have it on mute because my child is here drawing dinosaurs, which is funny. And he likes to scream sometimes, so I don't want to just like be rude and interrupt.
Oh no,
good.
We understand kids here, man. We understand kids.
But I would say favorite dinosaur wise, I think I don't know. I'm like torn between a Carnotaur and what is that other one? Oh my god, how do I forget the name of it?
Wow.
That's a great
I
face.
had it in my head, and then it just went away. But for sure, Carnotaur is one of them.
Carnotaurus is an interesting one. You guys know what a Carnotaurus is, right?
I do not personally.
Picture a smaller version of a T-Rex with bull horns.
Hang on. Say it again so I can look it up.
Carnotaurus. C-A-R-N-O. Taurus.
C-A-R-N-O?
Yeah, Carnotaurus.
I got it right here.
Yeah, as I said earlier, I have to look up a lot of the names.
That's an interesting pick, Brian.
Oh,
that's dope.
Yeah,
I like that.
Definitely.
Brian definitely chose a good one.
Heck yeah, dude. You know where it became my favorite?
From the movie Dinosaurs and
Dinosaur. Yeah.
From the Disney movie Dinosaur? Was it Disney?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it was, yeah.
You know what's funny? Oh, bro, you have to see the movie Dinosaur.
So me and you need to watch that this week and all the Jurassics.
Oh, you guys got homework, to say the least.
Apparently.
Considering I I honestly pinged me and Mark as the dinosaur kings out of this group, and we haven't seen those movies.
Like I said, I used to live dinosaurs when I was younger, so I still have an encyclopedia of dinosaurs. Like, if I were to go to a bookstore, probably even to this day, the thing that I would probably gravitate to, aside from anything military history like, would probably be dinosaurs.
I will say, to go ahead and answer the same question for me and Mark, and as I said, we have the same favorite, and we can explain why for both of us.
Yeah, that's different, by the way.
The Triceratops is our favorite.
Yeah.
Because of Sarah?
Triceratops.
Is it because of Sarah?
For him, apparently, it's got a little bit to do with it. For me, it's actually got to do with Power Rangers. The Blue Ranger, I grabbed it. Now, the Red Ranger was my favorite. Tyrannosaurus, whatever. But I
choked.
Say again?
I choked.
But I always thought the Blue Ranger was the smartest Ranger, and I wanted to be, smart.
Billy.
Yeah, Billy was amazing. I always wanted to be smart like him, and I felt like he had the coolest looking mecha droid that they had at the time. Zord. Yeah, I thought that he had the coolest looking Zord at the time. So honestly, that gravitated more toward the Triceratops, and then just to me, I guess, I'm Guanako or Humberto knows I'm really weird. The symmetry between the horns really I gravitate toward that. I like everything cohesive, neat, and orderly, even though I don't look like it.
He likes consistency.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah, well, mine definitely has to do with Sarah. When I look back at Land Before Time, I mean, you can see it on my channel. I have Sarah and Jumper there.
Which you should definitely check out his channel, Marvel Explorers. It's in the title, and hopefully Guanako will grab that link real quick.
Yeah. And it's also in the description as well.
Yeah, so that definitely Sarah is a big reason why Triceratops is my favorite. I can definitely see Matt's reason though for Bailey. I think that's kind of combined, or that highlighted or confirmed that Triceratops is just, for me, top tier, so to speak.
Brian, you mentioned that movie Dinosaur. For a while, for a good little bit, I was partial to iguanodons because of Aladar.
Yes, the iguanodons are pretty amazing. The noise they make is so iconic too.
I know.
It's just like...
In fact, I think you guys should watch Dinosaur first because it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, well, I think if you're cool with it, Mark, we'll definitely check that out, and I don't know how much we'll tell the viewers, but we'll definitely hit you up and let you know how much we like it.
Yeah. And if you like, we can talk about it the next time.
Hell yeah, I'm down. Mark should be maybe not home next time we have a podcast, but maybe the next time after that he should be home, and then we can invite him back.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it will be a bit more difficult when I'm back home because of the 6-hour difference.
You'll be alright.
But I just have to wake up really early.
But
if you have to wake up really early, I'm not a morning person personally. I definitely don't want to put you through that stage.
I will say I find it interesting, the two of us, which really tells about dinosaurs, period. Two of us are herbivores, and two of us like carnivores.
Yes, And I like. Is it I mean, they're both are. I think it's the scientific grouping is theropods, but I don't think that raptors are included in. They're not included in theropods. I think because they're not large. You probably don't know what I'm talking about, dude.
They're all larger than us.
Well, raptors aren't, theoretically speaking.
Yeah.
So I don't think that raptors would be included in a group of theropods. I got to find out what constitutes a theropod, and sauropods are, in case you can't really say herbivores, sauropods. I think sauropods are more like the bigger dinosaurs, like the brachiosaurs, the apatosaurs, Littlefoot, you know. I don't know, things like that. You guys were probably thinking, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Like I said, I really love dinosaurs, so I know.
Here's the definition for theropod, okay?
Yep.
A carnivore dinosaur whose members are typically bipedal and range from small to large.
Okay, so raptors are theropods then.
Yeah, so it really just means they're bipedal.
Okay, so what constitutes a sauropod?
Give me 1 second.
Sauro pods.
SAUR. I got it right here. A very large quadrupedal herbivore.
Well, I guess Triceratops could be sauropods, but then again, it's not very large because Triceratops were about the size of an African elephant.
Well, it wouldn't be a sauropod. It'd be the other one that we said. Theropod, because it's a carnivore.
Triceratops is definitely not a carnivore.
I thought you said Tyrannosaurus. My bad.
No. Triceratops. Triceratops. Did I say Tyrannosaur?
I thought you did, but I could be wrong.
But I could also have said something and then say something else because apparently I'm known for that.
But theropod would be more for the Triceratops, and then theropod would definitely be both of what you and Brian like.
So I guess.
Sorry.
I think he's okay with Brian, right? Brian? Or Latin?
Latin? Brian? Latin?
I'm here. Sorry, I'm dealing with my child right now.
No, you're good.
It's okay. I'm sorry.
We're just making sure you're okay with us saying your name.
No, yeah, I'm good.
But yeah, I think both can fit. Or your two fits into the theropod, and mine and Mark's Triceratops fits into the Ceratops or Sauropod.
I got the good news though. I remember the second dinosaur.
Oh, what's the second dinosaur?
What is it?
Is the Baryonyx.
Ooh, Baryonyx. Okay.
How you spell that?
Bary. And then Onyx, I think. Baryonyx.
Yeah.
Bry.
Actually, a Triceratops is not a sauropod.
What is it?
It's an ornithischian or an ornithischian.
See, here's the issues with dinosaurs. There's so many classifications.
Ornithian. I'm gonna text this to you. Maybe you might read it, and I'm sounding it out as best I can from what I learned in first grade. But by contrast, Ornithian lineage, which contained animals like the Triceratops, Stegosaurus, and the Ankylosaurs, and then we have the huge long-necked dinosaurs and the sauropod lineage. Huge long-necked dinosaurs, meaning the Brachiosaurs, Apatosaurs, Diplodocus, and Supersaurs.
That's interesting. So they literally like.
They have different classes. Then they have different lineages.
Yeah. So it's like our basically how we would do like wolves and dogs. You know, we split them up even through that. You know.
Yeah.
Which is very, very interesting. I'm actually learning more about dinosaurs tonight, which I thought I knew quite a bit about dinosaurs, which is really, really cool. that I'm able to learn more tonight than I knew before, because I thought I knew quite a bit.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually very surprised. You have that knowledge that you have about dinosaurs.
A lot of it has to do with Aiden, actually, because he loves dinosaurs. So we went on a dinosaur walk in New York and learned quite a bit about dinosaurs, like who has the largest footprint and all that. I won't say who it is because I can't remember, but we learned it.
I missed that when I was in New York.
Well,
Probably the Argentinosaurus.
yeah, Argentinosaurus is a big motherfucker.
I'll remind you in the morning.
Maybe.
You're gonna remind me in the morning about what?
No, hang on.
Uh-oh. They went dark. They're plotting on me.
Sorry.
Oh no!
We were talking about something in New York.
Oh.
Yeah.
Family, I don't want to discuss that on the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were we saying?
Biggest footprint.
Yeah, there you go. Biggest footprint. I think you're right, Brian. I think it is the Argentinosaurus, because that motherfucker was big.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that might be what we read. There was a bunch of different things that we read up there. They taught us things about T-Rex that I didn't know, and that's what I enjoyed about that dinosaur trail that we took. Like, it literally taught you things about when they were, and actually, truth be told, the movies are called Jurassic, right?
Yes, but the dinosaurs are late Cretaceous, or from the Cretaceous period.
Yes, the dinosaurs in the Jurassic movies are not from the Jurassic period.
They range from all over the Jurassic period.
Which I found very
Did I say Jurassic? I meant Cretaceous. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I found that very, very interesting, though.
They said there were things before, and there were when the Jurassic Park movies came out and whatnot. For a time, the Tyrannosaur was the largest land animal that ever existed, and until recently, they proved that wrong. Oh, excuse me. Let me correct myself. The largest carnivore that walked on the land. And then obviously we found the Gigantosaurus, who is bigger. The Spinosaurus was bigger until they found newer skeleton suggestion that it had more stouty legs. So it doesn't look anywhere near as it looked in Jurassic Park 3. But the Gigantosaurus is bigger, but the Tyrannosaur still holds the record for the strongest bite force in history.
I will say, however, they are guesstimating on that.
No, they're not actually.
Because, truth be told, we were taking what they, and this is where me and you are probably going to disagree. They're taking the skeleton and what they assume muscle mass is and everything like that, and assuming what the bite force could be.
Correct, but here's also one thing that we do know is that out of the theropods, the Tyrannosaur had the most neck muscles.
Yeah, I won't argue.
So the most neck muscles and a big ass head with 6-inch teeth. That's where they're going with. So that's where they're going with, and I think the biggest point in all of that is the fact that it is proven that as of right now, it is the dinosaur with the largest neck muscles and everything. So that's what's giving it its bite force.
To correlate that to nowadays, alligators actually have one of the strongest bite forces, if I'm not mistaken.
Crocodilians in general, actually.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah. Crocodiles, alligators, either one. I think they fluctuate depending on which study you read. Because to me, crocodiles and alligators are the same thing, to be fair.
Well, alligators are generally smaller, broader snout, not as narrow. Crocodiles are larger, deadlier.
Definitely a strong bite force, though.
I think
fuck yeah.
likely to get on the land.
Yeah.
Than crocodiles are.
Yeah. Alligators are definitely more likely to go on land.
Really?
I'm pretty sure the trap jaw ant is the best. I'm just saying.
The
Say again?
trap jaw ant?
Yeah, the trap jaw ant bites at 145 miles per hour.
Isn't it a pinch though instead of a bite because it's pincers instead of teeth? I'm not trying to argue.
I thought it was the bullet ant. Or is that the same thing? I don't know bugs. I hate bugs.
No, the trap jaw is like literally every time it throws like a bite, it like flips itself over because of how fast it goes. Like he just flies.
Is that the ant with the big ass pincers? And when it snaps it launches itself backward or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that what that is? I think I've seen that. I guess I don't really consider that a bite though. Is it?
Well, it's a jaw. I mean, jaws bite. Like I don't know.
Okay. Technically they're pincers, but
Yeah, that's what I was just talking to Mark about. I muted for a second. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure the reason they're not classified is because it's pincers instead of because the classification for pincers is like side to side instead of up and down. So I think that's the only reason the classification is a little bit different.
Brian's like, I don't give a shit. They're jaws in my opinion.
Oh, it's called a trap jaw. I mean, wouldn't they call it trap pincers?
It's not
Let's
the
look-
first. Well, I mean, trap jaw sounds better.
Let's truth be told, that's what I'm here for. Let's look it up. Trap jaw.
I'm not gonna lie. If you didn't give me that small brief description, and if I hadn't seen that one documentary on ants, I would not know what the fuck you're talking about. I hate bugs, including ants. I really hate them.
I'm very curious about everything, so I just if it's interesting, I watch.
They do bite with 143 miles an hour speed force.
So so maybe this the fastest bite.
Yeah, it's definitely not powerful. It barely does anything to our skin.
Oh, if it doesn't do anything to our skin, what's that? There's a shrimp that punches you. The bullet shrimp. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? There's a shrimp. It punches you.
Is it Cloncher?
No, Cloncher shoots. Let me find the name of this fucking shrimp because I saw a video where this man punching shrimp. I don't know how else to fucking say it. The Mantis Shrimp, I think. Yeah, the Mantis Shrimp. It says that it kills little animals by punching as hard and as fast as a bullet from a gun. So apparently, the Mantis Shrimp, this guy caught it. He grabbed it, and the shrimp punched his foot, and it pierced his shoe, and made contact with his toe. Pretty incredible stuff.
See, people are afraid of like Pokédex entries, but I mean, it's the same thing with the animals we have here now. Like, that's terrifying.
That's ridiculous.
Actually, that's very interesting the way you put it.
All right, so now not counting alligators, okay? So if you take an alligator out of the equation, and insects as well, the polar bear has the strongest bite in the world. And this, according to what I'm reading now...
Actually, I think the polar bear is the largest carnivore we have in the world right now.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's true. And it says, from what I'm reading on here, it says that the bullet ant and the alligator do outdo the pressure if it was relative to size.
Elaborate on that last part.
Relative to size, if you made an alligator as big as a polar bear.
They outdo what?
The alligator would
Outdo the T-Rex?
No, the polar bear.
Okay. Well, I mean, the
And-
polar bear has. I mean,
And- the ant that Latin was talking about would outdo everything.
yo, let's take a moment to just talk about really quick how strong ants really are. Like, can you imagine an ant the size of a chihuahua?
Bro.
I don't want him in.
Like, I will carry your house, bro.
I know, I know. He will uproot you. He will easily bench 3 of you. I'm a tall, bigger guy. You know, I mean, he'll probably lift my ass up.
Me and Mark would be destroyed.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm quite strong, but
Yeah, no, that'd be scary as shit. Like, imagine a fucking ant the size of a fucking chihuahua. Let's not even talk about a spider.
Oh, no, don't, no.
I had to
Instead
bring
of
that up.
8-legged
I had to
we
bring
should
that
have
up.
moved the, like, ants, bro. Like, giant ants would have been scarier.
Hang on.
there's life-size spiders in Australia.
Life-size?
Yeah, like human-sized spiders.
Human-sized spiders in Australia.
Have you guys seen camel spiders?
Yes. No, I'm not playing with those. No.
Like, the movie or the animal? Or
The animal. There's a movie with camel spiders?
It's awful and it's funny as hell, dude. Don't watch it.
This man said, "Don't watch it." I'm gonna have to watch it now because I'm really curious now, and I really hate
It's
bugs.
horrible.
He
Yo.
said don't waste your time.
I don't know. I'm probably reaching. I don't know if you guys know of this movie. It's a science fiction movie. Obviously, it's called Starship Troopers.
Yes.
First
I
off,
love Starship Troopers.
great. I love Starship Troopers too. I love the first movie. The second one was okay. The third one was okay.
The first one's great.
The first one was the best. It's the only one I think
Agreed.
that the first one was the best. It's the only one that made it to theaters too.
Yes.
Yeah, but iconic music. Can you imagine if we had bugs like those?
No, I would die. I would be done. I would unalive myself right now.
Oh, but dude, you love bugs.
No, I love bug Pokemon. I do not love bugs.
I think fucking Brian has a whole roach farm,
I do.
bro. If I ever go
Yeah.
to your house and I see a roach on me, I'm killing it and its family members.
Nah, they're safely tucked away in their bin.
I'm just saying that roaches, out of everything, terrify me, and I have not necessarily a flight instinct, but I have an automatic shoot to kill, or I have an automatic kill order in my head whenever I see a roach. It's instinct. I have to kill it, and
Latin's over here like you killed Larry, bro.
I know. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Here's the thing. Larry stands a chance of survival until actually Larry stands no chance of survival until it flies. Because if the motherfucker flies, I'm out. I have a story to tell you guys,
The roaches I have fly.
bro. I have a story to tell you guys regarding roaches. If you guys want to hear it.
Go for it.
All right. So I was at my ex's house, and
That was a great story.
listen. We had just finished doing our thing, okay, and we were chilling. We were watching movies and whatnot. She had a kid, so her kid comes in, and she says, "Hey, there's something in the balcony, and." She's like, I don't want to go out there. Can you kill it?
You've told me this?
Listen, shut up, Matt. All right, let me get through it, okay? Because I don't think Brian knows, and I know for a fact Mark doesn't know. So I ignore her and whatnot. I was doing my thing. So my girlfriend at the time goes there. She goes outside, and she's like, "Yo, babe, I need you to go out here now. I need you to take care of this." I go out there and I see what's going on, and there's a big ass roach right there on the wall crawling. I'm like, fuck no. Are you serious? No, absolutely not. She says, no, we got you. So I get pushed outside the balcony door, and they close it right behind me, or they left it open and whatnot. Excuse me. So because then I told them leave it open in case I need to make an escape. There's a broom, right? There's a broom right there. I grabbed the broom, and I hit it, or at least I thought I did. I fucking missed, and I missed. The son of a bitch takes flight. The son of a bitch takes flight. I've never been more terrified in my entire life. The moment they see that it takes flight, I scream. I scream. They scream with me, and they see me going to the door, but they close it right in front of me. I have no choice. I have no choice. I'm in the third floor. I fucking jumped out of the balcony. I don't give a shit. I jumped out of the balcony. I was so scared. The son of a bitch took flight. I was so scared. I jumped out. I jumped off. I go back into the house. I'm livid. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had tears. I'm livid. And I start saying, you motherfuckers closed the door right in front of me, right as I'm trying to go into the house. That's not cool. And so we're having like a little mini argument, and I see little mini argument because there's some laughter points in it. So like I'm arguing, but I'm not arguing. You guys ever had those? You know? Anyways,
Yeah.
so I had a little mini mock argument, I guess. And during that time, you know, we were talking. We were talking and shit. And arguing, and then all of a sudden I hear a scream, a blood-curdling scream, and the chill went down in my spine. On one corner of my eye, I saw my ex jump like a fucking cat instinctively in the air and lands at the couch, and me, I jumped too, and I sort of had like a seizure in midair. I don't know how the fuck that happened. I had a seizure in midair before landing on the couch as well. And it was the daughter that decides to just scream. And she says, oh, there's nothing there. I just wanted to, you know, there's nothing there. I just wanted to make fun. I was so pissed. I was so pissed.
Damn, dude. Holy shit. Damn, that's funny, dude. That is hilarious. I wish I could have seen you have a seizure midair.
Bro,
That would have been great.
bro. You guys would have laughed if y'all had been there. You would have laughed at me jumping out of the balcony. For some reason, they found that hilarious. I fell 3 stories.
So
God damn.
we're at the 2 hours.
Yep.
So
We are at the 2-hour mark. So, couple of announcements that I'm going to go ahead and make. First off, Matt, where are you with the watch hours?
111.
Away?
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, I know we only have one viewer right now, but if you guys end up catching this on a replay, of course, please continue helping Matt reach his goal. He only has 100 plus hours away from meeting that requirement. So help him out, create a playlist, and y'all know what to do. Secondly, go ahead and check out Marl Explores. His link is somewhere in the chat. I believe it should have been in the chat. Oh, it didn't populate in the chat, but his name is populated in the title, and it's in the description of the video of the podcast as well. Thirdly, check out Latin Luigi. I shall drop his link one more again. And lastly, regarding the podcasts, after discussing with Matt, we've decided that eventually the podcast will be moved to a different channel. So once that's done and we have a couple of things solidified, we will go ahead and ask you guys to, possibly subscribe there for the podcast. And, if you guys, Matt, Latin, if you guys would like to promote it and help promote it too, that'd be great.
Of course.
No.
Damn, that's upsetting.
No, I'm just kidding.
But anyway, so the podcast will have a new home in the future. And And hopefully I have enough time to stream for you guys some Pokemon content, some gaming content, because work's been kicking my ass. But we have the EBL to look forward to later on. I believe the first battle is September 3rd. That'll be the kickoff of the EBL, so check that out. And yeah, anything else that you guys have would like to mention that I have not?
Make sure they sub to you.
Yeah, you can sub to me if you want.
That'd be nice.
Well, you have to.
But that is it from all of us, guys. Thank you for coming on out. Nikki, Raphael, Carlos, everybody who came out here tonight. Thank you for the subscribers. And all of you.
I got a raid target if you want it.
Oh, I forgot. We were going to do a raid. All right, so I guess we'll do a raid. Well, yeah, I was going to say, I mean, there's only one viewer here. I wasn't going to do a raid, to be honest, but
it's up to you. But I mean, me, you, and Mark can do it.
Yeah, you're right. We can do a raid.
That's up to y'all. 100%. I'm not forcing.
Go ahead and drop it in my Discord, like as a DM to me, because for some reason I don't know why you cannot post links in my chat.
I sent it to your link or Discord DM.
Okay, so we're gonna raid him again. Okay. All right, guys. So, we're gonna call this a Guanako raid. And here's the link.
Love you guys.
Oh, what's up?
I said love you guys.
Love you all. Again, thank you guys for coming on out, showing the support, and we will see you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.